Welcome to my stables. I am the DMobo, and welcome back to Echoes of the Past. Last episode, you were introduced to the lovely cast of Goombert, Korric, Rhea, Kyrish, and Sage. Now, there is still a companion that is still knocked out, but hopefully he will awaken eventually. They had all woken up in a field and kind of did some reconnaissance, figured out what was going on and why they couldn't remember anything except their name. After talking with the winged elf Emora, she kind of gave him a rundown of your classic bad guy, and now they have to forge their path once again. We left off with the scene that they entered the new town of Tarn. And we'll start playing that. So, we don't have a repeat of last time where we're halfway through the session. Oh, hey, I forgot to turn this on. So, you head to the tavern, and the large sign above it says Papa Squat. You go in and you see the place is packed with men and women. It's hard to tell the difference between barmaids and patrons, but you eventually make your way up to the counter, what looks like the owner. She has her brown hair pulled back in a bun, a towel over her shoulder, an apron, and her face is a bit red. Oh, welcome to Papa Scott Tavern. Hope you don't mind standing or taking a seat on the floor. As you can see, I'm short of help and seats.
I mean, that works fine for me, given that I can fit in a seat anyway.
Alright.
She...
As long as the ale's cold, I don't care. Pull up a seat on the floor.
Is that an ale for all of you, or is it just the, Dwarven gentleman?
Hell, I'll buy everybody around, if y'all drink, that is.
Yes, we're all of us, please.
I mean, I'll take a wine or something if you got it.
Sure, why not?
She pulls out three large mugs and a nice goblet, and she has what looks like to be like a baby barrel, and she just pours the ale right into it like it's nothing, and then she takes the wine, and it's kind of in a sack, almost like a water skin, except it's a lot better made. And she pours the wine in there, and she sets it in front of you, and she resumes trying to clean up. Don't think I've seen you here ever before. What brings you into Tarn?
Would you believe a rediscovery of self?
Kind of like that weird enlightenment thing? I mean, that's totally plausible.
I don't know if it's all that.
More a literal case.
What the fella's trying to tell you is...
Fella?
Yeah, what? Female, sorry. What this gal is trying to tell you is... we somehow ended up not far from here without any recollection of who we are or where we come from.
Oh, that's most...
Know our names,
That's most
but
unfortunate.
beyond that,
Well,
not much. You don't recognize any of us?
no, not really. If you had happened to look around, you notice that Sage, Emora, and who is carrying your unconscious fellow, have stayed outside.
Oh.
I guess they're not the drinking type.
She looks down to Korric. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice your dog, Wolf. I didn't notice your pet. Normally I wouldn't care, but since it's so busy, and just for my safety, so I don't, nothing bad happens, could you have your pet, wait outside, pretty please?
Yeah, sure, we'll go wait outside.
I mean, you don't have to leave.
I'm gonna take my cup of ale and walk outside real quick and tell her that we're gonna go see to the the mounts and see if there's a stable nearby we can place our mounts in. You couldn't recommend a place, could you?
I do have a barn in the back. Once you exit out the door, just circle around the building. You'll be able to see the stables out back.
Indeed, thank you. Walk outside and tell the rest of the crew that there's a barn in the back of this place.
Sage will look at you. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll watch the wolf and, I'll keep Emora company, and if she wants to go with you, I'll watch Pete too. Yeah, that's okay.
Would you like anything to eat or drink from this place?
I mean, I'm not feeling particularly hungry right now, but, it's appreciated.
Indeed. I must go get a tankard of ale for the road. At least a barrel.
She kind of just, like, shifts her gaze. Well, okay, have fun with that.
Well, you don't drink?
No, not really. Not really had much, alcohol, really. Kinda messes with my brain too much.
Yeah, I've seen people get pretty out of sorts with alcohol. I happen to love it. It's like nectar.
Wait, do you remember that?
I shall be back. Does anybody else want to join me in the inn?
I think yourself and Korric were the only ones that left.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk back in the inn.
As you're walking back in, the woman, looks at you, looks at Rhea and Kyrish. So, are you guys gonna need any rooms for the night? Do you need anything else? You look like you're adventurers by the way you're, equipped. Is there...
Well,
By the way, we were. Oh, jeez, I didn't even realize that sword through there.
is there an armory in town? A smith? Or maybe a temple?
She kind of bends down behind the counter and you hear rustling. I do have a map for you all. There's multiple shops in the area. She kinda... Come on. There we go. She pulls out the map and you are able to see the entirety of the map. So, we have, right, you're in the northern part of town. So in here there's like the armor, there's my tavern and the item shop. The central part of town holds other residential buildings. But you could find like training arenas or a temple, as you said. Stay away from the southern part of town. That's kind of the shady side. It's like black market and shady magic builders, so usually people of good moral standing kind of don't go there. But yeah, that's it. She points towards both sides of them. She points to, when you're looking at it, it's your left. This is kind of like the rich section of town. That's like where your hoity-toity snobs live. And yeah, it's pretty much, if you want to be around decent people, you want to stay in this middle section.
I see. Okay. I want to ask her if she knows anything about the what was his name? The evil dude, the one that dropped us out of the sky.
Glad.
Yeah. I ask about him. if she knows any information about him or
When
has heard any stories about him. Or...
as soon as you say, "Have you heard anything about the dark?" When you say dark, she kind of like purposely slams another tankard of ale. Oh yeah, you can totally have another one of these on the house. And she leans in. Be careful throwing that name around here. It's yeah, that's not good. That's like taboo. We don't talk about him here. Yeah? Okay.
Is there a place that I can talk to you after hours, perhaps?
Yeah, if you want, I actually do have some vacancies.
I would definitely take a room for me and my fellow travel companions.
She looks to Rhea. Unfortunately, my tavern doesn't really have rooms for, centaurs. So, unfortunately, you'd have to sleep in the barn, but, I can have, some of the barmaids come and, like, I mean, do you, like, sleep on a bed? Or I don't know what you prefer. I'm trying not to be offensive.
I mean, I slept on a mattress last night, and that seemed to work fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll totally have, some of the barmaids bring a bed down for you. Yeah, that's no problem.
It's fine, no worries.
That's very accommodating, and I really appreciate your hospitality here. Do you sell the ale by the barrel? And if so, might I buy a barrel?
As long as you're carrying it.
It's a pony keg. It's a little barrel.
Not to mention, but has anyone noticed that, turns his pockets out? I don't believe we really have any cash.
Well, she did say it was on the house, right? Oh,
She said the
And-
first one was on the house.
I don't believe that meant the barrel as well.
I mean, she knows what's good for her. She can put it on the house.
Did you just threaten me?
No, I was flirting. Sorry, it came off a little. I'm without ale for days, and it's foggled my mind. I apologize, miss.
Ma'am, you know dwarven mating rituals. They're a bit rougher than most.
To be honest, it's been a while since I've seen a couple dwarves. I mean, we have like all kinds of people here. Mostly human, but like we have like the ragtag, non-human come through. Dwarves are kind of rare.
Don't worry about him, we'll keep him on a leash.
Goombert's gonna throw a saucy wink at her and be like, "So do you have a husband?"
Not better gods.
Her face kind of flinches. I used to.
He
I'm
tends to get a
sober.
bit smarter as he gets more drunk.
This it must be. I don't feel right in my head without ale in me.
See?
And I don't feel right having these conversations without ale in me.
Oh, indeed. Speaking of, she just go quickly turn around and just
was
drink the
gonna-
goblet so that she appears on scene.
Right? Oh man.
But if you do need jobs, I know a guy. His name's Keith. Because I really don't think you kind of want to make money working at the tavern or, you know, killing rats in the sewer.
What? I love killing rats. Absolutely love smashing rats. Really? I could kill rats?
Kyrish just slowly
I don't even know
turns to
why.
look at the dwarf.
I don't even know why I all of a sudden feel this way, but I feel like I just must smash rats.
How do you even know this?
I don't. It's just a feeling that came to me just now. I feel like I want to squish a rat.
Hands up who else is concerned about this.
Could be lack of ale.
I'm starting to feel like he has a fetish for it or something.
She kind of just looks at you. Well, since you are in a fighting spirit, but like I said, Keith, Keith's real good with the city. He knows it like the back of his hand. You'll definitely know who he is. He's quite noticeable. He should be wandering around the streets, at some point. Just
What
kind
does he
of
look
look. She kind of just like looks around. You just kind of look for like a orangish person. Don't want to give too much away because you know reputations and stuff like that. But yeah, you can. She points to the central residential area on the map. He should be around here somewhere.
Okay.
It looks crowded, but it's actually really
Together.
not.
Slightly
He's
orange, you
the
say?
guy.
Yeah, orange, definitely.
Does he have like little floating things around his head?
She kind of cocks her head. No.
Or somewhat goldenish orange friend does?
So, my dear DM,
Uh-oh.
Kyrish is inspecting this woman. I'm just getting this off of her voice. Does she seem shifty, like
Nervous?
either like nervous, like she's avoiding something, or
She's partly nervous. You're also in the middle of like the lunch rush, so it could be to that. But as soon as Bert said the word dark, that kind of like amped it up.
but she already was beforehand too.
A little on edge? Or just flustered?
Flustered.
Because I got that in the voice too.
Yeah, it's a mixture of flustered, but it's now more nervous. She's not hiding anything out of spite. It's more like, how can I give information without repercussions?
Okay. Kyrish is just going to, in a hushed undertone, to the barmaid. Don't worry, everything's alright.
She you say that. Don't know where you've been for like the past year and a half, but yeah, we'll try and go with that.
Funniest part is we don't know where we've been for the past year and a half.
Kyrish is just going to make a hand gesture to the centaur.
All right. So I'm gonna ask this lady. My dear, is there anything that I might be able to do
names.
around here to earn a meal and an ability to stay here? Mm-hmm.
She
What?
you were asking about ways to make money, right?
In here, okay, what I would like to do is I would like to trade maybe some help for the night's stay in the barn and some meals and some ale and a barrel to go.
Well,
I seem to have, when we came to and the place we did, we had nothing but what you see here.
Not Aurora, Alora? What the fuck was her
Amora.
name again?
Emora.
Mora.
Is she with us? Or is she in the barn? Or went to the barn?
I think she was.
She went to the barn to hang out with your unknown companion and Sage.
The wolf.
Okay. Never mind, I was gonna ask her something, but continue.
But yeah, if you help Keith out, he's actually a really good friend of mine. So if you help him out, you can definitely stay.
Absolutely.
Not a problem.
All right, and with that, I'm going to tilt back a tankard and set it on the table and look at my fellow companions and say, "So we go find this guy."
Yeah, I mean, may as well. Gives us a good test of what we can do at least.
And a bit of cash won't hurt either. And Kyrish is just going to chug the entire tank.
Welcome back.
I'm here.
We are going to switch scenes as you're having this conversation with the barmaid. The scene pans to the barn with Korric, Solas, Sage, Emora, and the unconscious companion. Korric, roll me a spot check.
I rolled 15.
All right. You're just chilling out, relaxing, and would you be looking in the direction of your companions? Looking
Yeah.
as you're kind of just doing a glance over, trying to be like, where the fuck did I meet these people? You notice Sage is... There's something off about Sage.
Okay.
Do you act on it?
No. Rather not fondle an unconscious person.
Sage isn't unconscious.
Sure.
What do you do?
Hi, hey, what's going on?
Sage's head kind of like snaps towards you. Roll me another spot.
Six.
Maybe you thought it was just a trick of the light or your eyes were playing tricks on you, but she seems pretty normal now.
Okay, I just say, hey, never mind. Just weird lighting.
She shrugs and goes back to, like, examining, like, the tattoos upon her body. Emora will get up. Well, she'll get up and she'll stretch. Honestly, I never was one of the type to wait around. Let's go see what the others are doing. I'm pretty sure Sage has everything under control. This seems like a peaceful town enough.
Yeah, sure. Let's go inside.
As you go inside, the rest of your crew come out the door.
Well, no time for drinks. Bye.
Yeah, if you're going to go have a drink, you may run into the same issue we had, as in, you may want to check to make sure you've actually got money.
Emora has this look on her face like, well, that's an issue.
It's fine, we've worked something out. For the drinks and for a room for the night, we're doing a good job for someone. Just gotta keep an eye out for an orange man somewhere.
Yeah.
Apparently he needs help.
And
Supposed to be looking for a guy named Keith.
Keith, that was it.
Oranges.
an orange
guy.
man named Keith.
Yeah,
Alright then, that's interesting.
indeed.
Well,
They
since...
said we could go kill some rats in the sewer for him, or something like that. And it sounded like a really cool gig for me. I don't know why I'm so excited about smashing rats, but I am. But yeah, we got to find him, and he'll give us jobs. In order to do the jobs for helping him out, we get to stay in the stables and.
Yeah, I do think it's a bit odd that he's that hyped about killing rats.
I
I
don't
don't think
believe-
I don't think he does that. No, at least I hope not.
don't really find it all that odd. I mean, the dwarf has actually shit himself twice.
Oh, I wasn't. Sorry. I also talked to you. I was talking. Other gun.
To who?
Small little avian.
Kill them! Kill them all! Take your chance!
Kyrish looks around. What does he say?
I mean, I guess we are supposed to be killing all the rats.
No, not the rats, you fool! You'll learn. You'll learn eventually. And he will scurry off into an alleyway.
Do any of us see him?
No, you have no idea what the hell Rhea is talking about.
I think Rhea's just batshit crazy. But I'm gonna keep that to myself.
I was about to say, do you say that out loud? And how loud
Nope.
do you say it?
Nope. I just shake my head and keep on walking down the street.
Kyrish, I want to say leans over, but, to the dwarf, that's going to be quite far. He just does, like, a little hand motion, like, block his mouth. I think the centaur's gone off.
Well,
Rhea,
we're looking.
roll
for
me
an
a
orange
listen
guy.
check.
Let's see. Oh, I will gladly roll a listen check because I've just seen what my bonus is in listen.
Oh god.
I roll a 21 because I get a +10 in that.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
Horse ears?
Rhea,
Lord.
you start to go down your way, and then all of a sudden you hear Kyrish say that you might have gone off.
Just stop. Slow down. Can't see what her expression is under the mask, but she's probably frowning a bit. I am not an egg.
Well, you certainly... Mind that shell. He's just going to shake his head and continue walking.
Thinking I'm crazy. You're the one's not seeing the avian.
Yes, if we're the only ones that aren't seeing it.
That
Are
means
you
I'm
sure
more.
you're feeling alright?
Just means I'm the more invaluable to you all because then I'm the only one that can actually see the danger.
Do you see it right now?
No, I just see someone who shat his pants and someone that's asking too many questions. Speaking of which, we never did ask the question. How do we get down into the sewers?
I imagine Keith will probably understand how to do all that when we find him.
Then let's find Keith.
I would surmise a sewer entrance, yes?
Yes, but I
Somewhere.
mean, is it like a hole that you just got to climb down in a ladder, or is
Well,
it
in
an
that
actual
case,
walk
you're
down?
fucked, aren't you?
Exactly.
Horses can't climb ladders. Imagine that.
As
I
you
was thinking more, it depends on the size of the hole itself.
True enough. And if it's not big enough, we'll make it bigger.
As you're walking and having this conversation, you slowly see the changes in the town as buildings are less colorful and attractive. There are many people in the streets hurrying their way, when you see a peculiar orange man watching them. You notice that he is the first non-human person in town other than yourselves. This man is very short, and he is of reptilian lineage. He stands out amongst the great stone buildings. His auburn eyes gleam with a sense of alertness and from person to persons. His eyes land on the party.
I don't suppose... do we notice him?
Oh yeah, like as soon as... Like,
Okay.
you saw him before, and then now you've made eye contact.
Alright.
Oh, Keith! Keith! Is that you?
I can only suppose that's him, then.
Lizard.
I'll
Or
flag him.
dragon?
I'll flag him down.
That'll
He
pull off the orange.
he cocks his head at you, and he slowly wanders to you.
I'll go up and introduce myself as only a drunken dwarf who shouts himself can.
How do you know me?
Your friend from the inn, Miss... what's her name? I can't... It's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't believe I've actually called her name.
Anyhow, the barmaid sent us to look for you. Said you had some trouble with some rats.
Oh,
She
you
said
mean?
if we could help you out, then she would help us out.
You
You
mean
mean
Mara?
Mara?
Eat and drink and stay in her loft or stables.
Yes,
Yes,
Mara
Mara
is quite a good friend of mine. So you are in need of some jobs then.
Would love to be able to help earn our keep and maybe
A
support
bit of
some
extra
local
gold
businesses.
wouldn't go amiss as well.
We need to make a living somehow.
Yes, apparently given that's when we woke up, we just didn't have any.
Ixnay on the waking up day?
Everyone wakes up. Aside from those with insomnia.
But those that are
Those that are
dead.
dead.
I don't know, with what we've been taught about... Apparently he wakes up the dead.
But you are in luck. I do have a couple things that need to be taken care of.
Well, name it. What you got?
I have two jobs. One involves the sewers. The other one involves the rich district.
And what do these jobs entail?
The rich district. There's rumors of an assassination of a weaponsmith. There's also whispers of chained blackmail. A nobleman blackmailing the magic shop owner, our owner, who is suggesting the armorer. I'd like you to figure out what is going on and calm the streets, but try not to kill anyone.
That shouldn't be too hard. Now, what about this sewer problem?
Sewers are always nasty. However, I've been getting reports that there are strange things and people cannot traverse in the sewers. Figure out what's going on and report back to me.
And how about do we exactly get down into the sewers?
You get, when he is explaining all of this to you, you get he pulls out a map of his own, and he points out the nobleman's house, the rich magic shop, the rich armorer, the rich weaponsmith locations. He also points out the sewer location.
Dun,
Yes, and
dun, dun.
It's in the district we were told to be careful of going into.
Indeed.
Only because of the rich snobs that live there.
I'm sorry, I'm still half expecting you with that thing just to go, I'd like you to play a game.
I'd like to play a game.
Yikes.
My
Oh,
god.
shit.
Really does sound like that fucking doll. Jigsaw,
So we go to
Gotta love it.
Jesus.
So yeah, I suppose we should go down and check these sewers. What time of day is it?
It would be about, maybe like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's definitely after lunchtime.
Okay. Well,
Is there any other jobs that need to be done down in the sewer?
Not that I know. Just that, Just that there's something going on down there. I try to keep up above so that way I have all eyes and ears and watch the happenings.
Very well.
Well, then I guess it's up to the party. What do you guys want to do?
If it'll make you happy for 5 minutes. What do you say, Rhea?
I suppose we can go along, yes.
That's how we can just throw him down in there and be done with him.
Oh,
Alright, so you are headed to...
It is that big worrying reason that this is going to be 3 times in 2 days that his pants are going to be full of shit.
God.
you just wait till I see the first rat.
He's gonna shit himself in excitement.
Hell yes, I am.
It's the soggy
Oh.
bottom boys.
Good God.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
You are now all in the sewer entrance. I'm gonna put you on top of that. Bam.
It's big enough for the minute or the centaur to get down.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
the Minotaur.
The Minotaur, Jesus God.
Yeah, well, I play a minotaur in one of my other games. It's pretty cool.
Mini toy.
Damn it, life.
Mr. Drog Diggerhoof.
Your party goes down into the sewers from the main gate. You have that uneasy feeling going down your spines. The sewer branches left and right. Roll me some listen checks.
Oh my.
That'll be a 28
14.
from me.
Jeez. I don't need to listen. He's got it for me. Thanks.
I still want you to roll.
I know.
That is, did they come out? Oof! 7. I really should just start rolling myself.
I had a 14.
Alrighty. The only one that succeeded was Rhea. Are you
The
listening?
trick is not to be the trick is not to be distracted by the scent of shit. Hence the plague doctor mask.
My God.
Are you listening left or are you listening right?
Let's go with left.
I got 2 ears. I can listen both directions.
Oh god. As you kind of tilt your head towards the left path, you hear scratches and hissing sound coming from the passage. Everyone again, for the right side. Roll me a listen check.
Not as good this time, but still a 19.
7?
Okay.
Yeah, use
Hang
your real
on.
dice, babe. Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, no. I have 2 modifiers, so 14.
Okay.
Got a 9.
Korric, waiting on a roll from you, sir.
Okay. Ten.
Damn. Again, Rhea is the only one that can hear. As you as you cock your head to the other side, you can hear a deep meditative breathing coming from the right side.
Okay, that's worrying.
What's worrying?
To the left, scritching and scratching, the kind that you normally associate with rats. To the right, heavy breathing. Given the dwarf is here with us, it's not him.
Nope,
Damn.
not dwarf.
You sure it's not just him echoing?
No, because that also hearing it in the left as well. How-
So let's go
how-
down the side with the scratches.
How dark is it in here, by the way?
Because
yeah.
it is daylight, you would be able to see to the ends of the tunnel. You can't make out the entire room, but there is enough light for you to traverse safely.
Is this the point where I have to do the thing that everyone does in D&D and just highlights I have dark vision?
I
I have
think
dark vision as well.
I think
60
everyone
foot.
has dark vision.
I glow.
I have dark vision.
It's absolutely fair. It's like, we need a light. You go first.
So basically, everyone can see perfectly like that someone threw a flare in the room. So you look down each tunnel, and it's actually pretty well kept. There's no missing stones. There's no weird cracks in the walls. It's actually very nicely kept up. Now, my question is, do you head down the left or the right path first?
I say we go down the scratches. Let's
Yes,
go.
but also keep an eye out on the back just to make sure that we don't get followed.
Well, what do you think it is that's breathing in there?
Something much bigger than a normal rat.
Well, then let's avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, but it's more a case of to make sure it doesn't sneak up on us.
Well, then should we just eliminate the threat behind us and not worry about the scratching?
Either way, we're going to have a threat behind us, don't you think?
That's true. I suppose whatever that is, it's going to be easier to spot them rats. So head down the rat way, and hopefully it'll be easier to spot the bigger thing if it tries to come up on us.
Indeed. Sounds great.
Emora at this point will start to hover 5 feet above the ground. Everyone else, roll me a move silent check.
10.
Oh, I got a -2 to that. Ugh. Lord.
Jesus
6.
Christ!
Oh,
22.
wait a minute. I have to take in my -2 to my fucking, because of my armor, correct?
Sneaky ass fucking centaur.
I should state, that
Which
one I
is-
don't get as high as a bonus, I just get a +4, so
And the thing is I was gonna give you a slight penalty because hooves on stone make a loud clippy cloppy noise, but fuck.
Yep.
Indeed, butt fuck.
But fuck.
it's because
My
I just
God.
it's because just in general I have a good dex bonus. That's what's giving me the +4 in
Let
general.
me see here. Hold on a second. You said what was it?
Move silent check.
That's right.
Yeah,
let's
move
do that again,
silently.
too. Fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, mine's the same. And I rolled a fucking 8 on it.
I don't even know what I rolled, so let's check. Oh, I got a fucking 5. Yeah.
Korric,
My stealthy ass is
would you
stumbling
like to
around.
add to the chaos and roll as well?
I already did. I said 10.
Oh lord, okay. Jesus God. Okay, Korric and Kyrish
We
is
move
totally
like-
fucking my brain up. I'm just gonna like look at the last name. Thank God you guys have last names.
Thought you were calling me Stormwing.
I'm just gonna be like free Shadow Stormwing. Okay, cool. Well, Rhea was the only one that managed to gently walk through the water. Everyone else, you're like, oh, Rhea went through this just fine. However, you found the part of the section of the water, and you all make a huge ass splashing sounds from it, and it echoes throughout the sewer.
Oh, lovely.
You can see the horde of rats, and they all look at you. They hiss, and they run away from you, the opposite direction. As you remove yourselves from this puddle of water, does anyone look back?
We have a threat behind us.
Well-
I'll have a look back.
Yeah, I'm gonna look back.
For those of you looking back, roll me a spot check, please.
But
I mean, given I was in the front anyway, looking back when they all make the splash makes sense. It's like, That's a 26.
8? Jesus Christ. I'm blind and deaf.
Rhea, you wonder, you hear the splash and you turn to look, but there's no water there.
Let's just get this straight. Everyone else just heard like a splash behind us, right?
Yeah.
Look down to where the water should be. Keyword should.
Okay, I'm looking down at my feet. Are they wet?
So there's no water? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not seeing water over there. Where the splash was.
I'm gonna go investigate it.
Don't go alone, dwarf.
Well,
Oh, I guess we're going this way.
Dwarf. I just want to see what. If it's just stone, then it's just stone. But it's got to be something.
As you near it, the closer you get to it, is Bert the only one going towards the source where the water
I'll
was?
go with him.
Alright. Anybody else?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Bert, Korric,
Yeah.
and Kyrish. The closer that you get to where this water supposedly was, you start to feel a strange tingle.
Like a good tingle?
Come on, funny feeling tingle, or like get the fuck out of here, go back tingle.
Korric, you felt this familiar tingle when you casted your first light spell. Goombert, the amulet around your neck kind of warms up a bit. In Kyrish, your glyphs start to glow a little bit brighter and start to float a little bit faster. Magic was used here.
Are you free okay?
Yeah.
I feel something.
Just got the good tingles going. Something happened.
Exactly. Something magical's happened here. I can feel it.
No, what? You can sniff it with your dwarven nose.
Well, I could definitely. I could try and figure out. Possibly. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Alright. You concentrate, and the amulet starts to glow. When your spell reaches the area of the water, you can definitely tell magic was used here. An illusion spell was used.
It looks to be an illusion spell was used here.
How in the hell do you know that?
I don't know.
Question is, what constitutes as an illusion spell?
So we're walking right into something that's invisible.
I don't know.
Wait, how do I even know that? What is
I
the
mean-
laws of this amnesia?
I mean, going off the whole thing of it saying illusion type spell, surely that means that it's something that shouldn't be there but is there. She's going to just take her sword and just start tapping at the walls to see if any of them are fake.
As a halfling and a dwarf, you guys have,
Stone cunning?
it's like, yes, and basically that's allowing you to sense hidden doors. You don't get that feeling.
Okay, so everything is as it seems solidly with the stone.
All you hear is the dull metal clinks of Rhea tapping her sword amongst the various blocks.
So no hidden doors is what you're saying. If that's the case, then what could it be doing?
Let me do. Can I do a knowledge arcana to see if I can identify anything more about the magic that I've detected?
You can attempt so. Go ahead.
Oops. There it goes. A 10.
From what you can remember, you know that illusions can either create something that is not there. So, like, so for this instance, there's the hallway, which is, like I said, well kept, no odd spaces and whatnot. So someone had created a puddle of water. However, an illusion spell can also hide something that is there. But you don't know how strong a caster has to be in order for that to happen.
Okay. I'll relay that information to the rest of the party and just, yeah, an illusion spell can either be used to cover something up that is there, or make something appear that isn't there. In such the case, I believe that water, splashing sound, the whole thing was an illusion spell of some sort. But I don't detect any oddities in the stonework.
So you're saying that someone could have been in front of us, made the sound behind us, and we just let them get away?
I think
That's what it sounds like.
I think we need to follow this tunnel and see how far we can get, and try and be quiet as possible.
I think the next time we hear sounds, let's just throw rocks at it and see if anybody yells.
So do you enter the chamber?
Yeah.
What if it's the rats that causing the magic?
Oh my god, magic rats. Jesus.
Is
So...
that a foot rats?
Oh, this is alright. This is too much. I'm already in action.
You enter the room. There's a decent sized hole. Like the normal size of a sewer. Like a manhole. And it's providing a lot of light. But this is a very, very large room. And in the middle, you see something heaped in a pile in the center. Everybody roll me a spot check.
"13."
And
15.
9.
Okay, let me pull up Emora's. Emora got an 18. Go back here. Everybody can see that this body has been here for quite some time by the discoloration of the bone and what little tissue is left. Emora, Bert, and what did you roll, dear?
10.
Okay. So Emora and Bert sees that the corpse was fighting something as its bony hand is clenched as if holding a weapon.
Are there any weapons nearby?
No, there are not.
Can we take the weapon?
There's no weapon.
Oh. I thought you said it had a weapon.
Mm-mm.
No,
Clenched in its hand.
looked like it was clenched around the weapon at one time, but there's no weapon there.
Can I check to see if there is a weapon around in the room?
Go ahead and roll me a search as you do that. Oh my. Emora kind of floats, like, gets on the ground and crouches down towards the bones and inspects it.
Oh.
Well, she definitely was, a fighter. There's small fractures along the bone, like broken arm and such, and this warrior was a female. If you look here, she holds up the right arm, or the right bone. There's like an impression of shield straps. Sometimes improper use of shields. They kind of grip too tight, and if they're taking too much damage, well, your body can only handle so much shock. So the body will kind of have that impression.
I think it's needless to say rats didn't do this by themselves.
Would you like to take a closer look?
Yeah, I'll take a look.
All right. Kyrish, what did you roll for your search?
Yeah, I'll take a 22 on that.
This room is completely empty. The only thing that's there is just the bones and yourselves.
Search check.
There's nothing in here. Did the rats do this?
I mean, if
I
the
got a
rats did this,
6
they're somehow
looking.
powerful enough to break bones.
Maybe it's
I
just a
don't
big
think-
rat.
With that, I take out a tankard or the whatever water skin full of ale that I had and start drinking. All this talk of big rats. Enough to give you shivers. Hi.
Rhea and Kyrish, would you like to take a closer inspection of the body upon Emora's words?
Yeah. Actually.
Roll me another spot check, please.
I only rolled a 6, inspecting the body.
10 again.
20.
For some reason, Emora and Rhea are the only ones that, upon closer inspection, when you start moving the bones around, there's blackened spots on the bones. They're common around the facial cavity, the hands, the forearms, and the legs. What in the world happened to this woman?
Out of curiosity, because I forget how it works with 3.5. If a skill has an asterisk next to it, you can't roll it unless you're already trained in it, if I recall.
The asterisk, is... Yeah, it's
Trained only.
Yeah, trained only.
Okay. So I can't do that then. I have no knowledges.
Oh,
So you'll
Lord.
just look at it and then look to the others. There seems to be black spots on these bones.
Could I do a
Spots on the
nature knowledge?
Yeah, go for it.
What about knowledge religion?
I got 10.
You could have no idea what would be able to cause these types of injuries. Knowledge religion, wouldn't really help in this
Knowledge
instance.
history? Is it? Oh, I can't ask if it's magical in nature, because that would be knowledge arcana, but...
If you want to roll in knowledge, do you have knowledge dungeoneering?
I have knowledge dungeon.
Go ahead and roll me one of those. You know that something highly aggressive and highly dangerous would be able to do something like this, but you don't know what.
Okay, it looks like whatever it is dangerous and it's highly aggressive. That's about the best you guys. I don't know what else to say. Like, let's. I immediately unhinge weapons
Seeing you do this, Emora will stand up and follow suit. Everyone else, well, everybody, roll me another listen check, please.
A 9. I don't hear shit. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to see shit.
You have such a
Just
murder
wanna
boner
drink.
that all your senses go out the window.
Yeah, I'm ready to go fucking slay some shit. Or poop myself, one of the two. Maybe both.
Oh my god, I've been fucking talking this entire time. I got a nat 1. Sorry.
Oh.
During this, Kyrish is actually unclasping a battle axe and a spiked shield. Seemingly out of nowhere, because I never mentioned it before.
Do I need to say what I got?
No, I can see it. Korric, waiting on a roll from you, good sir.
What am I rolling?
Listen check, sir.
For those watching this on YouTube or watching the stream,
15.
Yeehaw!
26.
Oh my lord.
Oh, good
26.
lord.
Emora, Rhea, and Korric. Your heads snap up as you hear a large scurrying sound.
There's something nearby.
I hate to admit it, but I'm starting to get the impression that our giant magical rat idea may not be so far-fetched at the moment.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have another drink. Oh lord, and I just chug what's left in my damn.
And she is going to unsheath her sword.
Kyrish is going to actually take the bottle out of the dwarf's hand and chug some himself.
That's the part where
Emora,
I just need.
you can see Emora. She goes 10 feet in the air, and she's holding her sword parallel to the ground, and she is just staring at the direction the sound came from. It's not coming from behind you, it's coming from in front of you. As you're all waiting for what's going to happen next.
God, I just looked up something just quickly, because my weapon's a greatsword. So I like to see how long greatswords are, and they're typically 4 inches to 4 foot to 6 foot. I'm wielding a blade probably larger than the halfling.
Yeah,
Your Christ.
I mean-
You have a great sword that's 4 inches?
I was gonna say, damn. He was blessed with a white boy issue.
You're just wielding a butter knife.
It's a sport.
Yeah, no, it's because when I looked it up, it was doing the odd figure, giving inches and then feet. So they're going. I read the 4 foot, and then saw the inches part. They're going 4 inches. I mean 4 foot.
Yeah. So, yeah, Goombert's gonna unhinge his Morning Star off of his belt. And
As you're all preparing, a large horde of rats come swarming you. They
Oh god, it's Taneri.
They're not interested in you. They are running past you as fast as their little legs can carry you, going through your feet, going over the bones, into the tunnel behind you, frantically looking for a place to hide. You hear a roar coming from where the rats came from.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's never a good time.
well, if we have a free action left,
Now's a
Actually,
bloody
well,
time
like,
for this.
before we roll initiative, I would like to get a spell off.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh shit.
You hear huge footsteps You don't know where they're coming from. You look behind you. There's nothing. And we're going to take a 5-10 minute break. You see the wall cracking. And those
What?
cracks turn into holes. And
Initiative?
then...
I said initiative?
Not yet. Show your pants.
Or shit them. Either way.
About to. Here we go.
Then those small holes, the wall explodes, showering the room with dust, pebbles, and large chunks of stone. Roll me some reflex saves.
I'm gonna roll you a constitution fail, so I shit myself.
Reflex save.
Mm-hmm.
Reflex?
Where is
I
that?
don't have
It
that.
says- yeah, you do. It's under fortitude, reflex, and will, and it's underneath your guys' skill or stats. Stats tab.
Ah.
Down.
See. I rolled 11.
All
I
right.
rolled an 11.
Says it's under stat.
You rolled a 12.
Oh, wait. Oh, I did roll a 12. Shit. I was like, what? I thought I rolled 11.
He's giving himself a -1 penalty for what's in his pants now.
Yeah. Well, you know, I did just shit myself.
Glenn, your saves, if you see
It's under
ability...
reflex.
Yeah, so go to your ability score. Yep, there you go. You all manage to veer out of the way of the larger boulders. When you look up from nearly being crushed, you see a blue-gold reptilian filling the room.
Jeez.
A what?
A blue-gold reptilian creature. Every step it takes
Blue
towards you,
gold.
it shakes the room, and small rocks fall from the ceiling.
I'm
Is it-
going to attempt something then, if you don't mind.
One last sentence and then I will.
Aye.
As it roars, it lets out a small trail of lightning.
Hmm.
She's going to stomp her hooves on the ground and let out a massive roar herself. May I try to intimidate this thing?
Roll me an intimidation check.
Fucking A.
21.
Oh my god. Oh. As you let out this, I need to roll an opposing check. Intimidate would be...
Seeing Rhea
Sensitive.
do this, Kyrish would probably join in, almost in a defiant, you're not going to take us
Oh, we gonna do a battle
this
roar?
easily way.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
And
As I shit myself.
as he does this, like, he's going to try again with his magic. Are you going to let me do a spell during this?
I get the
Or
feeling
no?
this is. I get the feeling this is the point where the dwarf just looks at his finger, goes, "Oh, just for today, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to shit yourself."
As you are roaring and Kyrish is preparing his spell, someone roll me a... Well, not someone. Everybody roll me a spot check.
No. I don't know if I'd actually be looking around. But...
Oh, this would be right in front of your vision.
Okay.
I believe when it comes to
Funny.
spots now, I may as well just be saying yes.
16.
Alright.
25.
Alright. Goombert, spot check from you, sir.
Yeah, it's kind of. An 8. Told you I'm blind, deaf, and fucking dumb.
Bert is just focused on this reptilian creature. But everyone else notices Emora's stance in the air has changed. It's gone from a defensive but ready to full-on attack, where her feet are crossed at the ankles, her upper body is leaned forward, and her sword is above where her wings would be flapping. And you suddenly hear a roar, louder than yours combined. And the next thing you know, there are white feathers falling where you are. Emora is charging the dragon. Now, with the intimidation, Rhea, I don't know how you managed it, but the dragon rolled a natural 1 to bluff.
Let's have a roar. Here's a. Just looks at the dwarf. Dwarf's like, it's not me this time.
The dragon stops.
Oh, yes, it was me this time.
The dragon stops and looks at you. Kind of in a, did you just roar louder than me? I don't know how to deal with this. And is distracted by Emora's charge. However, Kyrish still needs to do whatever spell he works. As you were trying...
It's probably never seen something so stupid that just sits there.
When you are attempting your magic, you feel something very familiar. You feel this power rushing through your veins. Like you've done this before hundreds of times, but the other half of your brain's like, but this is the first time we're doing this. So, which spell are you going to cast?
So, actually, I should probably leave it to chance, because this is the first time that Kyrish is actually going to successfully cast magic. At least since, amnesia and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He has 3 first level spells.
Let's leave it to the die.
Well, it better be either 1 or 3, because number 2 ain't gonna do shit on this guy.
Oh, I was gonna go for all of them, so I was gonna have you roll a d8 and then 1 through 7, whatever happens.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Alright, babies.
Right. Oh! Yeah! Oh!
What?
I like it! He's gonna cast Summon Monster.
Excellent. You feel this very familiar power. You're like, you just start moving your hands, hoping something happens. And would you like your magic to be blue like your glyphs, or gold like your skin?
Probably going to be blue,
You see this light blue shade. Just a small orb, like almost like a light. And then it grows and grows. And you can see a shadow forming within this orb. And something in the back of your mind, it's conflicted. There's a sense of joy and excitement. But there's also a sense of sadness as well. You don't understand where these feelings are coming from, but regardless of that, you have pulled something from wherever this orb is connected to. And while you look for whichever you would wish to summon, Emora is going to finish her charge attack on the dragon.
Where is that list?
That would be the 3.5 handbook, probably all the way at the bottom, because Summon Monster, in the full description, it gives you a table.
Okay.
So, Emora.
Which summon monster is it?
Number 1.
It's the only one it can be right now.
Well, that's true. I was gonna say it's under clerics. Spell this.
Well, shit. Emora just rolled a critical. Confirming the crit. That's a net 20.
Yeah, that'll be
Um,
confirmed.
Well, the thing is if
One
in your
more
critical weapon
dies.
range, if you hit twice in a row, it's, pretty much a one-shot, one-kill.
Yeah.
Except this is kind of boss level, so this dragon's going to be hurting. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I'm not using this die with my NPCs anymore. 19, 20, 19. And that's without adding the, like, bonus modifiers.
Very nice.
As Kyrish is pulling whatever from his orb, you see Emora's flash of a blade, and she managed to stabs it in the side of the neck, and she just dead weights, and you just hear this sickening tear of flesh and scale, along with her screaming. This isn't a normal battle cry. This is almost something personal, as she goes from the center of the neck all the way down to its shoulder. The dragon's concentration is broken from the party and turned towards her, and it roars. It takes its neck, and he bows its head a little, but when he brings it back up, his head is going to attempt to knock Emora out of the air. However, because of where she stabbed him in the first place, he's just a few feet off. He manages to send her off course a couple feet, but her sword is stuck right above the shoulder joint. Is everyone going to follow suit with Emora, or are you
Initiative? Yeah.
Yep.
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 Yeah, why not?
You can take this as you will, dear.
Oh no.
But my summon is a fiendish snake, which is a small viper.
Why'd you
Dear
pick?
God.
Wait, is that all you can do?
I didn't pick it. I rolled a d14 through the
Okay.
list.
Alright, fair enough. Okay. So, as Emora flaps back, you all get ready to follow Emora's suit. Out of the orb comes a small snake. And it gently plops on the ground. It looks at the dragon. It looks at Kyrish. Looks at the dragon. Looks back at Kyrish. And you can tell, Kyrish can tell in its eyes of, what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
You lot have a go at me for seeing a small avian, and yet you literally just pooped out a small snake from an orb.
I didn't even know I had magic 5 seconds ago.
Anyway,
Rhea,
she will watch forward. Oh,
you see a tiny black and white thing upon the dragon, jumping up and down on Emora's sword. This is the one time I'm not going to tell you to kill anything. Go! Run! I like you living. I like to torture you. I can't do that if you're dead. Get the fuck out!
she's just gonna look from the sword, and then some more. I'm just like going to see if she's just fully focused in this fight, or if she's also looking at us with a look of "get out now."
The whole party can see her face. And it's not Emora. Her demeanor, the soft, gentle features of her face have turned into pure rage and pure hatred. Are you going to attempt to talk to her?
Or is this something that we can handle?
Why not?
Sure.
Rhea, since you said, the first line, roll me a diplomacy check.
Let's see. Diplomacy is. Oh boy, this is the one thing I most likely will fail. 14.
She does not acknowledge you said anything. Korric, what would you like to say to Emora?
Why are you angry?
Roll me a diplomacy roll.
Hi, maiden.
16.
She kind of stops and her head briefly turns towards you. Her face doesn't soften, but it's enough to get her to stop. Kyrish or Goombert, what would you like to say what would you like to say to Emora?
Seemed you had some kind of beef with this here creature.
Diplomacy.
I think we're about to see just exactly how she got those wings on the wall.
Kyrish. Same to you. Diplomacy check.
16.
Okay. Her face starts to soften. You can still sense the rage coming off of her, but her wings start slowing? Her wings start flapping a little bit slower.
Can you speak? Dragons can speak, yeah?
Do you, Korric and Kyrish, do you know the, Draconic language?
No.
You just confirm. No.
Does anybody know Draconic?
Let's see. No.
Oh god. Watch, Sage does know it.
DM's gonna check.
Sage isn't with us, though. Are they?
She is not.
Oh, it doesn't really
And
matter.
she knows Draconic.
I fucking knew it.
Of course.
Uh,
No.
It growls. And
Right.
it's a very harsh, guttural short stops. Some gutters are longer than others. And Emora slowly floats down to the ground.
I suppose you know what it's saying.
She clenches her fists. She walks up to her sword. She doesn't rip it out, but she slowly removes it.
oh, it's still stuck in the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
She walks up to its head, and you can visibly see her shaking, and there's this look on her face, both of disgust, but also at the same time, pity. In time we will. She's going to wipe her blade, and she is going to start walking out of the tunnel.
Whoa.
Kyrish is going to take note of kind of what it was saying. Not that he could remember it, but is there any way that he would actually be able to, like, maybe keep a mental note of the words that were said or some such?
It's not really words. Think of it this way. It's like the, kind of like an EDF, how the aliens just kind of like, just utter like guttural noises and just sounds like gibberish. That's
Like
kind
a bear grunt.
like kind of like that. It just
I don't know. Okay, so I can't even like jot it down for future reference.
No. But you would be able to remember Emora's response. She didn't say it quietly. She said it at a normal volume where you could all hear. What would the party like to do?
Well, I want to ask Emora if she'd explain what the conversation was just now.
Not here.
Us-
So we're just supposed to let this thing lay here and die?
Our
Oh,
mission wasn't to kill whatever was doing this thing, if I recall right.
It was not.
It was just to discover what was happening down here and put a stop to it.
Well,
From
Then
where
let's
I
put a stop to it.
From where I
And he-
stood, we have done.
Kyrish is going to turn back to the dragon. Tom, you understand me. Nod your head if you can.
it slowly raises its snout up and then puts it back down.
I believe that was a nod.
Everyone roll
Would you-
me. Everyone roll me another spot check.
what was the last check I made? A diplomacy check.
21.
Excellent.
What check you said?
Yeah, he's dead.
Elf.
Goombert, did you roll yet?
No.
Okay.
Check. +1. Oh, 7. Still can't see shit.
Bert, you're too far away and focused on Emora to realize what's going on. Rhea, you don't really see a large difference. Korric, you're more focused on trying to just keep the animal calm and try and prevent from attacking everybody and trying to figure out
Okay.
why this dragon attacked you in the first place. Kyrish. The dragon's eyes open fully in response to your conversation. But as it does, you see the brilliant blue eyes, more brilliant than your glyphs. They slowly start to gray out. And then that gray turns to black. The growl is different this time. You realize, based on general knowledge of animals, this growl, along with the eye shift, he's about to attack.
I noticed that.
Kyrish.
Yeah, I do. Bloody hell, everyone get back!
Okay.
Yeah, step back.
As Kyrish says this, the dragon's head raises, and Korric and Kyrish can see the large gash that Emora caused it is somehow healing itself.
Uh-oh.
And Korric's hair and the fibers of Kyrish's clothing start to stand up.
Okay.
Oh.
So that, I'm assuming that means he's going to attack.
Yes, he's getting ready.
Okay.
Well, how
Needless to say,
fast,
Kyrish
how
is
far?
stepping back a bit,
How fast and how far can I go?
picking up his shield and axe, by the way, to defend.
Korric and Rhea, what are you doing?
Not sure. So he's rearing back to attack. Trying to figure out what kind of weapon.
I would say at this point,
Spear.
Solas is starting to whine, and you can feel his back legs start to move back, but his front ones stay put. He is wanting to leave, but you haven't said or did anything to indicate so, and he's not gonna leave you behind, so he's kind of like whining like, hey, I want to go, can we go now? Eh.
Okay.
Hate to say it, but this may be beyond us.
Alright. I hop
I mean-
on Solas and get back.
I mean, it's a dragon. If it's healing up from that almost fatal blow it was just took. Yeah. We were only told to report what it is down here.
I'm already running.
Something's possessed the creature. We do need to get out of here.
As you say this, it stands back up, and everyone except Bert would see that there is its neck, from the gold neck. It's shining a little bit brighter, and that shining is slowly traversing up the neck.
Everyone,
As,
get in defensive positions.
as we're running away, I cast. Oh, hold on. This here, Endure Elements.
Solas
Or-
and Korric, you, everyone except Goombert would see. What color will your magic be, Korric?
I don't. That's a thing.
Yeah, it gives a little bit of flavor, so you know. Yeah.
Orange.
All right. Everyone except Bert would see almost like an orange sphere surrounding the two. And it shrinks to where it matches their body outlines. And then it fades. At this point, the the shining light has reached the point of stabbing entry from Emora's sword. As you all enter the tunnel, back to where you came, it roars, and you can feel the static from the lightning tickle the backs of your necks.
Coochie coochie coo.
You Rhea's hair and fur is very fuzzy. And you all meet up at the entrance of the sewer.
Not just me that has to ask, why is there a dragon in the sewer?
It certainly ain't no damn rat problem.
Does the question really need to be asked? That is the question. What the hell do we do about it?
Nothing. We go report it.
You don't feel the least amount of responsibility at taking it out?
Maybe next week.
Maybe when we have a full, group together.
Maybe when our companions aren't hurt or unconscious.
I mean, I was gonna throw a spear in its neck, but
We
we
don't
ran
also
away.
we reported it. We may get some guards to go help us.
I mean, we didn't go to the magic shop or to the armory at all either, because we're broke. So we had to do this. Let's go report it.
How's
If we
Emora
agree,
looking?
and then it could be his problem.
Emora is leaned up against the wall. She's looking down at the ground, her arms crossed, and her brows are furrowed. Before we leave, maybe we should check out the other side of the tunnel. Didn't you hear something
Indeed.
down there? And she looks at Rhea.
I mean, that's where the rats were, or at least the scratching, but I suppose we could have a look. Who knows, we may get more answers as to why this thing's here.
True. Unless all the tunnels are interconnected and we just come back in contact with that thing again, we might not be so lucky second time.
I mean, if that's the case, we heard it before we saw it.
True enough.
So you're all headed down to the right side?
Yes.
This one's a little bit windy. You have no problem traversing it like you did the first one. Again, this hallway is in pristine condition. And you are faced with another chamber. Same size, same manhole light, and no other entrances or exits. Roll me a listen check, everybody.
Let's see.
19?
Alright.
15.
Okay.
17.
4.
Kyrish,
Yay, for
you're...
once I hear shit.
Kyrish, you're a little bit too distracted with your interaction with the dragon. As is Emora. She is still silent and disturbed. But everyone else... Rhea, you hear the breathing again, but it's much louder. Korric and Bert, you hear very loud, heavy breathing.
It's the breathing I heard before. But if it wasn't that thing, then what is it?
Something bigger?
Oh, please don't tell me we just attacked a baby and Mama's angry.
Well, today's a good day to die.
Roll me some
Or we
spot
could
checks.
just leave. Spot check. Alright, what's my spot? Let's see.
Oh my god, 7.
13.
9.
18.
What was yours again, Bert?
13.
Okay. Everyone except for Rhea. You're kind of still looking around the room, kind of like adrenaline's still going, you're looking for some big bad thing to come out of the walls. Kyrish, you feel a weird tingling around your neck. And it's not like a magic tingling, but something is touching you. And you see this little... this little snake pop its head out from your collar. And it's pointedly looking in the direction that Rhea is looking in.
It's you. I didn't expect you to still be around.
The little snake does a little U-turn with its body, looks at you, and kind of pokes you softly on the cheek with its nose, and looks back to the direction of where Rhea is looking.
Kyrish is going to look in that direction. keeps doing them.
You still don't see anything, but Rhea, you happen to see a figure fading in and out of sight. You know it's something not of its plane.
There. No, that's something. She's just gonna. Does it look alive? Like, does it look like a person?
It does look humanoid. It does look humanoid. Yes. The little snake travels down Kyrish's body and kind of starts slithering towards the figure. And then it stops, and it raises its head. Looks back at Kyrish like, you coming?
She's going to slowly approach it, but make it look like she's not looking at the person herself, but just looking around the room as if she tried to spot something. And then when she gets close enough, she's just going to lay a hand on the shoulder.
As you are walking, Kyrish, explain to the party and the viewers what this little snake looks like.
So, this little snake is a deep crimson red on its body, with creamy white scales on its belly, but it has softly glowing golden runes running down its spine. Sort of like Kirish's, in that you can see them, but even if you knew how to read the language, you probably wouldn't be able to understand what they were. Yeah.
Rhea, you go to touch this figure, but you think where the shoulder is, but your hand kind of just falls just back to your side.
Do I see this?
You do not. But you see a tiny little snake, and Rhea kind of focused on this one spot. Does the rest of the party follow?
Well, yeah.
Sure.
Like, it's not just me seeing this outline this time, right?
But what's with the fucking snake, man? Why snakes?
Yeah, what is with the snake?
Upon hearing this, the snake looks at Kyrish and it just slithers up to you, crawls back up, looks you in the eye, and you can tell the look on his face like, really? Really?
Rests on the shoulder.
And it kind of like...
Horses and freaking snakes.
It boops you a little bit harder on the top, like in the middle of your forehead, and just stares at you.
If I know you, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
If it had eyebrows, they would be furrowed. And
You're getting the stink eye from a snake eye.
it like pushes its head up against you and is like staring you right in the eyeball. You do have a very faint familiarity. You know that this snake has obviously been a part of your life. And the only thing that you can remember is Lux.
Kyrish just whispers to himself. Obviously, the snake's going to be able to hear him because it's like right there. Lux. Is that who you are?
The snake will remove its head and kind of like flick its tongue, almost like it's like licking you, almost, in the bridge of your nose. He seems a lot happier, and he slithers down and goes back to Rhea, pointedly staring at this spot. As the rest of the party draws near, you hear a voice. I see, you barely escaped the same fate I receive.
We all heard that, didn't we? Or is it just...
Oh, everyone heard it.
She's just gonna
Say that
stammer
again.
a bit.
I see you barely escaped the same fate I received.
Guys, I think we may be dealing with...
Is that an incorporeal ghost?
Ghost.
Well then. Hmm.
Oh god.
As you see this, a more solid figure from what Lux and Rhea saw. It's a lot more solid. You can see this woman, medium height. She's wearing very thick, heavy armor, spikes coming out of the shoulders, a massive shield on her right arm, and a just as massive sword in her left.
You were a knight.
Awful lot of armor.
Apparently.
What is your name?
She tilts her head to the side. I know not. It's been too long.
Is it gonna be a very stupid guess, but do you think a ghost could eat a flower?
Emora lifts her head up. I don't think so.
So what fate did you suffer?
The dragon.
Slayed you?
Yes. I thought... When I received the notice there was a dragon here, I tried to fight it myself. When I first saw it, it was actually quite small. I thought it was going to be an easy task. And then it grew. And grew. And kept growing. I managed to deal some blows, but unfortunately, being thrashed around like a rag doll and not knowing what I was up against, all I can remember is lightning hurts.
That'd explain the black dots on the bones. Lightning burns.
You found my body.
What was left of it anyway? Mainly the bones.
There wasn't my equipment?
No. Just bones.
Well,
It seems that somebody is here has collected it as part of its treasure. Probably that dragon.
I don't believe that's the case. There was something in the creature's eye. It didn't look as though it was just the package. It looked possessed.
that's...
So what you're saying is, we could be dealing with... I hate to even imagine this, but the dragon's a pet. Or at least some
Or
way of
slave.
disposing. Or that too.
Kyrish, roll me
Eesh.
a will save.
It's the bronze, but there's brain somewhere.
That's still to be determined.
11.
At hearing this dragon seems to be a pet, you whip your head towards Rhea, And you could just instinctively feel every muscle in your body tense. You're angry, but you don't know why.
How well did we know each other in our past lives?
Hmm?
Why do I feel this fury towards you?
Towards me. Was it something I said?
Yes. I'm not sure.
Okay, let me just go over things I've said and let's see what triggered it. Was it anything to do with the ghosts? Flowers? Bones? What else
Anything
did I say?
trigger with this?
Nope.
What else did I say? What was that? The mastermind, brains behind it, disposal, pet.
You feel that same wave of rage as soon as she says pet.
If we're going further back, it could be him shitting himself.
What's that?
I mean, to be
Not
fair, him shitting himself does. Oh.
No, not that. Pet.
The word pet triggers you?
That's an odd thing to...
Oh, wait. Is this like a stabbing in the brain?
I suppose.
I got that when, Ilya was mentioned before. Sages apparently had the feeling as well.
So that must have something to do with before we lost our memory.
Were you a pet trader?
Perhaps? Perhaps one of us is a slave? Perhaps I was a slave?
I don't know what that would trigger on pet, but I
I
suppose.
When you say slave,
different names for slave?
when you say the word slave, Lux turns to you. And just... it does a slight hiss. And this is a hiss of, like... Lux can empathize the same feeling of slave.
Well, that triggers something for you as well, then. What are you? Are you familiar or some such?
Egg.
The snake nods.
See?
I'm so sorry. I don't remember you. He's just going to take a finger and, like, scritch underneath of his chin.
The
Ever
snake's
so
tail.
lightly.
The tail starts to, like, curl and uncurl in a happy manner.
This is actually a really good point now that I think about it. We know we all lost our memories. Your snake friend there hasn't lost it. Korric, has your wolf brother lost his memory?
I don't think so.
So either they weren't affected by whatever did this, or
But
they weren't there.
if it's my familiar... Perhaps with some work I can link my memories with he?
As you two are talking, at the mention of Korric's brother, Lux kinda slithers over, looks up at Solas. Solas looks down at it. They kinda do like a weird sniff thing. And Solas will put his nose down on the ground. Lux crawls up, and he coils, and now Solas's nose has a snake on it, like a little nose hat. And Solas has the happy dog grin.
I'm okay with this.
There's a snake on a dog nose.
I can just envision it because Lux is really small, so it almost looks like those dogs where you put like a treat on their nose and they're trained to not even move until you tell them to get the treat.
You know how hard it is to train a dog to do that.
Right?
Korric, Solas turns to, kind of cranes his head back, and through your empathic link, you just feel this huge wave of joy, and the body starts to wiggle as Solas wags his tail excitedly.
Well, at least one of us likes snakes.
Oh, not a fan?
Hat bands are nice. Belts, boots.
Right, that's not happening.
As you say this, both Solas, wrong character, Solas growls, and the snake hisses at you.
Something tells me the snake alone would likely kick your ass.
I will respect its distance from a distance.
Likely smart.
Anyway, getting back to the whole dragon situation.
So, I have
Yes.
a couple ideas,
Let's hear them then.
but we're not ready for any of them at this moment.
I also have a question, though.
Weren't we just supposed to report this back to this guy and get paid?
Yes, but also, why is there a bloody ghost here?
Yeah, that's... You know, I could banish her real quick if you wanted me to, but we might ask her some questions. She's been here a while, I imagine.
He was asking that to the party as well as to her herself.
Hearing the words, "I could banish her," the ghost turns a deeper blue. Even if you tried, it wouldn't work. From my knowledge of fighting various creatures, ghosts tend to linger when there's unfinished business. That being the dragon in the other chamber.
What can
Well, the
you
only
tell
way
us how to kill it?
Well, I'm not entirely sure because, well, I'm dead. But...
You've been here a long time, yes?
Of course I have. I don't know how long.
Have you seen people come down in here before or after you and try and kill it?
Not that I've known. But... I do have a request if you do end up slaying the beast.
What's that?
If you happen to find my arms and armor, take my bones and bury it with my body. However, you are allowed to use the equipment if anyone can wield it.
Oh, that's good.
Well, absolutely. I would have no problem putting your bones to rest after we slay this dragon.
Out of curiosity, you say you don't remember your name. Do you remember who gave you this mission at least?
I just remember heat and the desert. That's all I remember.
When we meet back up with Sage, we'll have to check the map to see where a desert area is.
As you say this, the figure starts to fade. Succeed where I have failed.
Oh, we intend to.
And that, she dissipates. And that is where we're going to end for today. As you are wrapping your conversation up with the ghost, the scene pans out. Focus is back on the barn. Sage is sitting there with your unconscious companion. There's a small dark spot circling the sky. The scene focuses on Sage's face, her eyes fully black, and muttering to herself. So this is where you are. Interesting. I wonder if my pet down in the sewers will destroy you all. Thank you all so much for listening in. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below. Comment on what you think caused the dragon to be there in the first place. Don't forget to scratch the subscribe button and peck the bell so you know when the next Adventures of the Echoes comes out. I hope y'all are having a great one. I will see you in the next video. DMobo out.